What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Quick Beer Reviews. It's usually me and Alan, but today I'm flying solo. I'm RD. How are we doing? Happy Valentine's Day. It's a Wednesday. No live show tonight as far as the from the normal location. Alan might do one from his house, but all good. Today, it's a Wednesday inspired beer. I kid you not. Happy Valentine's Day if I didn't say that already. But 903 Brewers, Woe What A Night. Take a look at this can if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook. And it does have like a paragraph on the back to read, but yeah, I'll read what's on Untappd. How about that? So let's get cracking. Now, this beer was given to me. Actually, it was picked out of the lottery, I believe, for Beermas for 2023, and I just never got around to drinking it. So and I've been on this dark lager kick lately, and I looked at it, I go, "That's a dark lager. This is black lager. I'm in. Let's do this." So here's what Untappd has to say: black lager with dark brown hues, notes of bitter chocolate and roast, bready chocolate malt flavor with a spice of herb. Excuse me, with a spice and herb note of German hops, a clean, dry finish with lingering taste of roasted malt and herbal flavor. Herbal or herbal? I don't know. But anyways, take a look at this. Now you can see it looks like really, really dark, very black, but it's got this nice little red hue to it. If you put a light up against it, oh, it looks gorgeous. Clarity's there. It's got a beautiful head on it, and I kind of gave it a hard pour to be honest. So the head on it's a little bit tan, but it's just sitting right on top. Let's take a whiff. All right. Okay. Smells pretty good. You might. I don't know if you're picking up any chocolate, maybe just a little bit, but it's malty. You can definitely tell. Let's get it going here. It's delicious. It's freaking delicious. Mm. There's the chocolate. I don't know about spice. There, the hair spice right there. It's kind of nice though. When it mentions the lingering taste, it's just there, but it's not overpowering. It's just kind of hanging out. That roasted malt. I don't know about the herbal flavor, whatever you want to call it. Now on Untappd, well, this thing is, let's take a look real quick. 5.5% alcohol by volume. It says it pairs well with blood sausage, spit roast pig, dirt, and worms dessert. So there you go. Definitely on the theme for Wednesday. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that show. It's on Netflix. I mean, I'm sure you have, or you know someone that has seen it. I'll be honest with you. It wasn't my jam. When I first heard they were going to do a Wednesday show, I thought we were going to get was it Christina Ricci, right? As an adult as Wednesday. And no, they went back to her being a teenager and kind of being an outcast or whatever. And I'm tired of watching high school shows. Like, I don't get why there's so many of them. I mean, I know why. You follow the money, right? Like, my wife absolutely loves them. There's not one on Netflix that she has not watched. And it's crazy because most of them are like, they're like 30-year-old kids, 25 to 30-year-old kids pretend to be teenagers. I'm like, oh boy. But yeah, I heard season two's coming out. I'll probably watch it. Sit in the room with her. She watched all the dumb shows that I watch for the most part. So we're going through the gemstones right now. So anybody got any great plans for Valentine's Day? I'm actually heading out of town. I'm gonna head up north just a hair. We're going to go to Broken Bow. Oh, that beer's delicious, man. And it's like I said, I've been on this black lager, dark lager kick, and we've got a couple other episodes that have come out already or they're about to drop. And I generally like drinking dark lagers, obviously in the wintertime, but catch me around like October. I think this beer came out in December, if I'm not mistaken. It can't be December. There's no effing way. That's when it says it was added to Beer Advocate, December 3rd, and rated January 24th. There's only like a couple ratings. I don't know how Beer Advocate still exists. I know this is a small brewery. I know they call it Canada of Texas because they're up middle of nowhere, damn near the border of Oklahoma. But I don't know. But anyways, yeah, dark beers, black lagers, things like that. Schwarz beer is technically what it is. They hit so hard, like in September, October, November, even. But here we are in January or February now. It's still just as good. I mean, I didn't let this thing sit around too long. I was looking for a mark on there or like a date, but I don't see anything. But I know that's when I got it. I got it around December, so it hasn't sat in the fridge for too long, and it still holds up. I mean, the color, the smell. This beer's a banger. Now, 903 Brewers is up in Sherman, Texas, if I didn't mention that already. You can actually order beers from them, shop903.com. They got a cool website. They got a cool Instagram. Jeremy up there, just really nice guy. We've had him on the Strikeout Beer Show, as you see right below me. Follow Strikeout Beer Podcast if you're watching on Facebook and YouTube. Um, we've had him on the show before. Super nice guy. It's a really cool brewery. I love it. We went out there. They had it was I don't know if it's Bottle Fest or what, but you get 5 barrel aged bottles, all different. And they just had it this past weekend, if I'm not mistaken. And we went the year before. Freaking awesome. We stayed locally, stayed the night, and we had such a blast. Such friendly staff. And I like it's kind of rustic if you want to think of it that way. It kind of reminds me of like Tups. Tups and 903 kind of had the same vibe. Real chill, rustic, old time, it is really neat. It's a haul now. It's a haul. I hope to be going back through there. I was supposed to go up there this past weekend. I didn't make it. They just released a new Doritos beer. I bet you I could find out. I should look it up, but I'm not going to. But it's like a spicy ranch Doritos thing. And so they're actually coming out with a bunch of pairings with that. The cool thing about 903 is they offer food, right? You can actually go there for lunch or brunch. They have now their brunch. It's pretty legit. It's pretty legit. But they do have like all their food is good. Full menu. I mean, it's really good stuff. It's not like you're eating just bar food or fast food or something like that. It really is good. And I think that's some of these breweries have kicked it up a notch with offering. I know food trucks and whatnot usually come up to a lot of these places if they don't have a kitchen or full blown kitchen or anything like that, which is cool, right? Gives you something like a real meal, not like a bag of chips or something. No offense to anybody that's just got a bag of chips at their place. I don't mind it. I'm not dogging you or bothering, whatever. But yeah, if you can go someplace like that and get yourself a meal and a couple beers, like Three Nations, I mean, it's perfect. Just like 903. Perfect. Let's take a look here. Got an average score of 3.79. I mean, it's only like a couple reviews on Beer Advocate. Most of the reviews are going to be over here on Untappd. A total of 591, unique 556. Pretty cool. 32 monthly, average score of 3.79 out of 503 ratings, 503 ratings. And I've been trying to check all our beers in. The problem is we drink a lot of beers and then halftime, we hammer them all out on Wednesday. Well, by Thursday, I don't feel like doing anything, just to be honest with you. But yeah, this beer, it's a banger. It's perfectly balanced. It's really good. It's not too sweet though. There is a little bit of sweetness. Must be from the chocolate, but or the malt. But it's like a great sipper. Like this beer is a beer you can hang out with, chill. It's only 5.5. So that's right in the wheelhouse these days. I think anything under 6 is a beer that you can just pretty much go on all freaking day. It used to be back in the day, 4.5 was the kind of middle grounds, but with craft beers, it introduced just these wild ABVs where you get like we just had a 12 percenter just to start off the show on Wednesday. It was crazy. It's like, okay, now what? It's like now I'm looking for something so much lighter to balance it out. And I think when you find a good 5% beer, 5.5, 6, I think that's good. It keeps that booziness away from it and that alcohol burn at the end. You start getting up in the 8s and 9s. You generally see that with your IPAs and your hazies and whatnot, where the ABV a little bit higher. But yeah, those imperial stouts and imperial ales, and they'll get you, man. They'll get you going real quick. So, all right, let me take a couple more pulls from this, and I'll give you my rating here. But I do love 903. Love going to the brewery. I hope to hit it on the way home this weekend because so when I go up to Oklahoma, I'm going to be on the east side. So when I come down, I'm actually going to come across and go through like Durant, where Choctaw is, and then I'm just going to go south on 75. And this is what I've done before. I hit south on 75 coming back from Oklahoma, and I'll hit Sherman. I'll go to 903, hang out, have a couple beers, grab some beer to go. You always got to grab some beer to go up there. And then I'm going to head down to Tups. Same thing at Tups, have a couple beers, and then roll on back to the Casa. You know what I mean? It's going to be a fun little weekend, just a little getaway, quick. You know, Everyone will be back to normal the following week. So, yeah, cheers to you. Look at that. Just clean, 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 clean. What a great beer. I hate that I waited this long to drink it. I kind of saw the beer and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to do it for a special. Or I'll do it for this. I'll do it for that. And I never got around to just drinking the beer. It sat in the fridge. It's now been, almost 3 months, I guess, not 2 months. But, I'm finally glad I got to it. I the only wish is I wish I got to it sooner. So if I can find this at the store, which a lot of these 903 beers, they are distributed around the Metroplex, like Total Wine is a good place to pick up. And you can pick up singles, not single lady. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could pull something out of there, but they do have a big selection of single beers, international, local, national, pretty good brands, awesome selection. And that way you can go in there and try a couple if you want. You know what I mean? You don't have to, if you're say you're doing a show or a podcast or something like that, you want a variety, you can go in there and get your little variety 6-pack. But they also have some great mixed 12 packs, mixed sixers, and then, like I said, the singles. So again, this is Woe What A Night by 903 Brewers. What a banger. I'm getting 2 thumbs up for this. I generally don't give it a score because, I start having a couple good beers and all of a sudden I'm handing out fives. But it's up there. This beer is going to knock your socks off. And, if you like Schwarz beers, dark lagers, black lagers, things like that, and it just gives you a little hint, little sweetness, but it's so freaking good. So try it. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. I'm RD. I'm out of here. Adios.